Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I got a rather large presentation to cover with you with one of my favorite stocks, Great Elm Capital Corp. So much information to go over. This can be a long drawn out video, and let's just get into the details. When I first started investing, I was looking for a good company to help finance the business operations that I wanted to be buying. So they have business develop companies that issue loans to businesses to help them grow and make their businesses more profitable. So as an investor, I look to getting into one of these types of companies as basically, modeling my portfolio around how I would run a business. So, first thing you need is financing. Any type of business needs financing. I needed financing, so I was looking for a stock that would have a monthly distribution to help purchase more equity in stocks. So, I found what I looked for was monthly um, dividend providers, and there was many that had a larger yield than Great Elm, but I wasn't looking for something that was too risky. Once you start getting up to 10% yield, there the risk of the dividend being cut is greater. It's harder to sustain a dividend that is too high. So Great Elm was toward the top of the companies that I found, but it wasn't the the highest one. So I like that they were slightly conservative, but still focused on returning money to their shareholders. I reached out to their investor relations. Megan Mahoney is the vice president and investor relations contact, and I I basically kind of went over a few of my concerns, and the best she could, she assured me that the stock dividend was a safe investment. That the the monthly payout was well covered by the NAV. So let's take a look at the company. I love these presentations that they have too. This was also a major selling point for me to be able to find a company that they give you good documentation, something that's this is just great. Like I was a technical writer for several years for a construction equipment manufacturer, and so I really do like how they have this laid out. The forest green, I'm all I totally like that, and this layout is really, really, really nice. So we'll take a look at the snapshot of the company here. Externally managed, they have a monthly dividend, and they also tote that their management has 18.5% of the common stock, creating a strong alignment of interest between the BDC and the external manager. Investment objective: to generate both current income and capital appreciation while seeking to protect against risk of capital loss. And their investment strategy: to apply the key principles of value investing to the capital structure of predominantly middle market companies. So this is a value investor. They are looking for good investments for their capital. Portfolio outline: 288 million total assets, 203 million of portfolio fair value, 127 million of net asset value. Weighted average current yield 11.6. Invested in 23 companies across more than 15 industries and 33 investments. 29 debt, 4 equity. Okay, so this company was founded in 2016. I found that out from Megan Mahoney. And what the president has been talking about is the different types of directions that the company is headed. There's 3 different types, and I'm going to show you that. But first we're going to talk about the realized investments. They're talking about their investment in Foresight Energy. They're cashing out some of their investments. Nano Development, Rice Brand Technology Corp. These are all investments that they invested in and they cashed them out for profit. Like this Nano Development, we sold the balance of our position in the secondary market August 2018 at a premium, resulting in 12.4% cash on cash return, just over 18 months of well-covered first lien bond. Then they go over the financial and portfolio review. Financial highlights: earnings per share over the recent quarters, net investment income, that is what is covering the dividend, net asset value per share, distributions paid declared per share. Then they go over financial highlights, financial review, portfolio highlights. Weighted average current yield on portfolio 11.6%. Very nice. They go into their debt investments and equity investments. They had 4 equity investments and 29 debt investments. Portfolio activity: capital deployed into 8 investments, including 2 new companies, one which was California Pizza Kitchen, which is a very business savvy place. You put a California Pizza Kitchen next to a law firm, they're definitely going to be getting their Thai barbecue chicken pizza. Very nice. Additional investments, portfolio activity, portfolio breakdown. So when I was looking at this company, I was really interested in, well, they're a capital company, what are they investing their money in? And they spell it out very well in this pie chart here. The largest sector that they are in is wireless telecommunication services, building and cleaning maintenance services, manufacturing, technology services, retail, industrial commodities, water transport, business services, Gaming, lodging and restaurants, chemicals, software services, radio, broadcasting, real estate services. So yeah, I really appreciate all this information. There's so much here. I'll let you know exactly what's going on. There was some legacy investments that they had where not all the investments were secured. This Avanti is a rather significant mover in what's going on with Great Elm. Other events, we purchased an additional 5.8 million of par value PFS Holdings Corp. Facade, Geo Specialty Chemicals, PR Wireless. And then they get to the sweet spot at the end of the report, and that is their capital activity. And this is the base of what everybody investing wants to know. Distribution policy, when they're going to be paying out the money. We have dividends scheduled through the end of the year. So that is good. We know what to expect for the rest of the quarter. They usually pay the record date. You have to have the stocks the last day of the month, and then you get paid 2 weeks later on the 15th or 14th there. This block trade of mass shares explains, thank God that they explain this, what the drop off in the price was. And it says on October 22nd, Mass Capital Management executed a block trade whereby Mast sold all of its GECC shares held in one of its funds. So this capital management company sold off 2.2 million shares, and that's what caused the price to go down. Neither Great Elm Capital or its subsidiaries had any involvement with this transaction. Given Mast's concentrated ownership of GECC, the execution of this trade should result in more diversified shareholder base and enhanced liquidity. So it's funny that this company sold off and they received $7.55 per share on the 2.2 million shares that they sold. At the time, the stock was worth about $9.30 to buy in, but when they sold all that off, it went for $7.55. So that's pretty cool. Really appreciate this report, Great Elm. Here's a little bit showing the equity, how much of their capital deployed is secured, which is all of it now, as opposed to back to 2016. So this is all looking very good. At least from an investor standpoint, looking in, trying to figure out if you want to buy in or not. It's really cool. Helps you make an informed decision. Let's take a look at what Yahoo is saying about their numbers. I'm just going to run through this real quick. Days range 799 to 813. Earnings. The newest earnings were 25 cents per share. I'll show you that. Financials, revenue versus earnings. So the earnings have dropped are still dropped into the below zero. Revenue has grown, so um, just something to look at. The recommendation rating is 2.3, so that's a pretty good rating. I like that. Recommendation trends, a lot of it's strong buy, so that's very good. And in November there was a little bit of a hold, but yeah, most recently strong buy. Analyst price targets, their current value is $8. Their price target of $11.50. I see it getting there. I could see it when this company fully matures. I could see this going up to $13 like some of its peers. So $11.50, that's very attainable. Company is located in Boston, Massachusetts. Financial services company, asset management. So yeah, I like these details. Looking at some of the books makes me feel better, because I had wanted to put about my first year of investing, I was wanting to put a large percent of my allocation toward a company like this. And as I'm collecting dividends and having more money to allocate, that'll help me build into other sectors that I want to get into, such as pipeline and oil, stuff that I'm normally talking about. This is the news that came out today. Distributions. In October 2018, our board set the monthly distribution for the first fiscal quarter of 2019 at a rate of 8.3 cents per share. So next month in December, they are going to release their dividend payments for the following year. I'll be looking forward to seeing that. As long as it doesn't get cut, I'll be happy. Our distribution policy has been designed to set an annual base distribution rate that is covered by NII. Time catalyst-driven investments are realized, and we will wait to find out about this. Okay, let's take a look at their company website. I've noticed there's more stuff on here since I first looked at it, especially with their stock information, their charting. It's all very nice. But let's go over the company again. Great Elm Capital Corp is an externally managed business development company that invests in the debt instruments of middle market companies. We have elected to be regulated as a business development company, or BDC, Business Development Company, under the Investment Company Act. GECC investment objective is to generate attractive risk adjusted returns through both current income and capital appreciation, with a keen focus on the preservation of capital. We invest primarily in the debt of private middle market companies with enterprise values typically between $100 million and $2 billion, and a focus on special situations and catalyst-driven opportunities. GECC is managed by Great Elm Capital Management, led by Peter Reed, Chief Executive Officer. investment strategy, generate current income and capital appreciation. Talked about that already. Okay, so that is about the company. News and events shows all the recent stuff that I'm covering in my channel. Let's take a look at this stock quote and chart. I really like how they have this. Shows the current price, open, close, the 52-week high and low, and here's a base chart, and it's got the technical analysis to really help investors. Indicators. We'll put the RSI, relative strength indicator, on there, and overlays. Let's take a look at the moving average. That'll put this line up here. Let's take a 3-month look at the quarter at 3 months. So you see the relative strength indicator is not quite as low as I thought it was. It's sort of stabilizing into this price. If it stays at $8, I'm fine with it for now. I don't plan on selling off my stock. I'm looking to strengthen my position. So if I could buy the shares cheaper, that is well welcomed. They don't really have a presence on social media, so I got over here this video. I got one of my inspiration leaders in business. This guy is very helpful with motivation and just getting your act together. I like his conferences, so I got that for inspiration over there. It's not actually related to Great Elm. Grant Cardone. Thank you. I got my favorite company and my favorite business leader here. So this is going to be one of my favorite videos for the time being. Okay, so what else are we interested in here? Well, investor resources. Here's the, if you have questions that I don't cover in here, you could ask them directly. And financial information. If you go to distribution information, it shows all the times that they've paid out dividends. So here we have the December payout. It was declared in August. The ex-dividend date is November 29th, which is about 3 weeks away. And you will receive the dividend in December 14th. Here's the one for October, and so on and so forth. So this is new on their website. Appreciate that. It took me a while to be able to figure out where all this stuff is regularly, but if they have it on the website, that's just added bonus. It would have saved me time in the beginning. So now that they have it, I think it's pretty cool. So, yeah, this is a beautiful website. I really like it. Thank you so much for making my life easier. Okay, so I guess from here I will show you a little bit. We saw the charts. I'll show you my positions on here. I have 425 shares. Average cost is $9.28. My portfolio diversity is 46%. So, yeah, I was able to pick this one. It's the stock I wanted to help finance my endeavors. And yeah, if this stock goes up, it'll probably shoot up to about 60% my equity. Okay, so here is where they sold off that 2.2 million shares, and now we're down here. And over the year, I could have sold off up here somewhere if I wanted to sell off about $10, but definitely want to keep this position moving forward. Got more buying to do, so I want to keep my capital in place. Also, GECC or GEC, which is the management sector, that had a nice raise. I have 60 shares of that, and it finally climbed up to 5%. Okay, so having this video out there, hopefully it gave you a little insight about the company, why I like why I like this company so much, and there's not a lot of resources available about Great Elm Capital, so this video will probably get a lot of hits when people are looking up the company. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully I laid out everything decently, didn't botch anything. I guess the last thing I'll look at is my dividend payouts for this company, which is really why I needed it. And then we'll wrap it up. So my average price, $9.28 that I paid per share, 425 shares. The company's thinking, or the app is thinking. Okay, here's the information, the trades I made this year for the company. Usually I like to buy 35 shares at a time. I like to buy as many as I can at a time. But yeah, $6, $10, May $14, in June I got paid $18, July $19, August $20, September $21, and most recently in October $30. There's their payout history. They pay every month. And yeah, pretty exciting. So having $30 a month come in will definitely help buy more stocks, get my positions in order, and really excited about that. So really want to say thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and leave some comments. Love to hear what you're thinking. Thanks so much. Have a great day.